EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. And off we go from Ford Field. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Dolphins nothing. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 68, 70, Timberwolves.
First carry here for Devon Achane. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pick of 3. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle.
At the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check smash. Riggs, tackle up, track him, 60. 19 Lions.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
Ready up. 7 Pirates. Here we go. Stack. Mustang Knight. Hawk 70. Hawk. Trap 60.
Now Willis. Pushed out to his left. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
Their own 9-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. He'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
from the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Throwing Willis. That one out wide. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Lions have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
41-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is third and long.
Hold on a second. Ready. 180. Hot.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hold on a second.
Now, this looks like a design run, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions first down.
So after one, 14-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Hold on a second. Nice for you.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Second and inches.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And the Lions are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Come on now, that's just unfair. You're asking them to stop a fullback cold. All he needed was a couple inches to pick up the first down. Mike, I think if they run that play 10 different times, he's moving the chains.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Here's Gibbs, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Here's Nix to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. This one to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He's going to get this down to the 8, but that is it. Defense holds him there, and they force fourth down.
A gain of 7 yards. It's
The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Lions stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throwing is Willis. Forced out left. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Third, they need 8.
Mustang 19. 18. 5 in.
Willis. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Miami.
At the 48-yard line.
Willis to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Miami.
7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Come back, 60 Mavericks. Mustang 19.
Willis now to throw. That's caught by Hill. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First and 10.
It's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 12.
Now, faking the give, moving to his right. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go! Warriors, 79 Broncos.
Here's Willis. Flushed to his left. He's got it inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Dolphins
18 level, 18, 70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, Panther 11, 7 Pirates.
Throwing, Willis. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
19, 60 Eagles.
One of the tight ends motions right. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the rookie of Texas A&M.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Hey, check, go get him! Roy!
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On 1st and 10, it's Achane, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Once again, it's Achane, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 20. Good for a Dolphins first down. A run out of the gun with Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 25, here's 2nd and 1. To throw is Willis. This one caught by Waller. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Victorious, 70, Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw, here's Willis. Rolling right. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis now to throw. That's taken in by Achane. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Achane. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. So now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Over 7.
there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
They'll take over at first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hill brought in motion.
Mikey, read the look, 65 catch, 65.
Well run with Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Back up, 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5.
Ready.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 22 now, here's second and 3. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10, and they're on 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. On the move left. He runs with it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
A run up the middle with Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
18, 5 here. Ready, check 60, check 60. Check these, get the look. Cut 19, cut 19. Ready.
Now Willis. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jakorian Bennett. And the Lions will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Hey! That's 44.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. From the 46, here's second and 8. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hold on a sec. Ready. 1-8.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have more power ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Here's third and 7.
Captain. Hold on a sec. Ready. What?
They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Achane. there, just a short game.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Check. 19 Lions.
Throwing, Willis. Forced out wide. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 33 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Moving left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
First down throw for Nix. Looking middle, and there is Horton. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, Sean, let's go!
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
79 Broncos. 19 side. 70. Hawk 70.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
18, Pioneers.
A gain of 15.
Let's go now.
1st down, Dolphins.
Throwing is Willis. He pulls it in around the 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Hey, check that. Check. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Hopkins going left. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Trap 60. Mustang 19.
Willis to throw. To the goal line and in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Willis. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Lions 31, Dolphins 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Check. Hold on a sec.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Olay. Hold on a sec. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Captain. Hold on a sec. Ready.
2nd down, Nix. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he will score. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. His 6th touchdown now for the season. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Lions tack on one more to their lead.
Lions 38, Dolphins 13. Jack Fox.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Roll. Go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
It is 2nd and 6.
Corey, 70. Check. 71. Hurt. Trap 60. Ready.
Willis now to throw. On the run to the right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hill brought in motion.
19, 18, Mustang 19. Ready.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Play action now. It's Nix. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a big play there for the Lions. It's a gain of 34.
10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Throwing. Nix. This one caught at the 4. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. At the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Almost set. Ready.
Here's a designed run. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Almost set. Ready.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That's made there by Waddle. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll stop it. 17 seconds to go in the game.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
79, pass to the left, 79.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time.